Hey guys, this is CG Animator, and today I'm going to explain how to use ZSpheres in ZBrush. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's go ahead and go into our tool palette, select ZSphere, drag one out here, hold shift to make it exact, and press T to go into edit. Now this isn't an actual model. You can first see the actual model if you press A, and this is the adaptive skin. And you see we have this weird thing where we can only see half of the model, but to fix that, it's really simple. Let's press X to activate symmetry here. Let's go in the middle here, and let's go ahead and click and drag a Z-sphere. Hold shift so that it's the same size as this bottom one here. Let's do the same, for this bottom part here. Okay, now let's go into move here with W, or select move here. Let's move it up top and below. And I just wanna, this fixes that. And that's super important, because if you don't do that, then you get that weird hiding thing that you just saw. So that'll fix everything. So now let me just explain ZSpheres a little better. So the way ZSpheres works is that you'll have a chain here, and it will calculate the stuff between it. So let's go ahead and just make a really quick human. So you see we have this is the torso here. So we're in draw mode, so we have X symmetry selected here, so let's go into front view here. So now let's go ahead and just click and drag here to make the arms, and click and drag here to make the legs. Let's go ahead and make our draw size smaller, just so we don't affect anything else. So to move this here, we'll just go ahead and click move, bring down our arms, bring down our legs. Press A to check that out. Doesn't look very good. So the way we're going to do this now is going to draw, and you see we've got these weird lines here, and those are in order to add more Z-spheres. So like if I click in draw mode here, if I click right here where the shoulders would be, I get another Z-sphere. So now in order to move that, I need to go press W to go into move, and then just move it up here. Let's say I want to scale it down, press E to go into scale, and just scale those down. And the way to access these shortcuts is really easy. It's just the first four keys up here, starting from Q to R. So here's Q, right next to it is W, right next to that is E, right next to that is R. So that's super easy. So let's go ahead and scale these hands down too. Check that out, it's looking pretty good. Okay, so now draw, let's go ahead and make his hips. Move, bring it up, scale those down. A, pretty good. So A is adaptive skin. This is what we're looking at, the adaptive skin. And we can't I wouldn't actually, go with the move brush and start moving stuff around yet. We have to just finalize the adaptive skin before we do that. So let's go back into draw here. Elbows, just click right there, go into move, and just bring these back here, and then just bring these down here like that. Let's go ahead and make some knees. Let's bring his hips more back here. Bring his legs here. Let's go into draw. Select right there. Move. Bring in his knees here. Draw. Bring in his feet. Move. Move. Okay. Let's bring in his elbows there. Let's go ahead and draw a head or a neck here, and then a head. Move that head up here. Move his neck back. Select it here. And yeah, so you see we just made a basic humanoid, and we could easily start a nice character with this. So all we need to do now that we have this thing here, and you can see how it works, it's just making the basic shape of it. Really simple. Let's go into adaptive skin here, and we've got all this stuff, and here we can preview, but that's what we've been doing with A. If you want to check, see how it's going to look like with more polygons, just turn the density up here, but 2 is good enough for me. And then you just want to press make adaptive skin. Now we're not in the adaptive skin yet. You want to look for Z-sphere and then with skin in front. So we've got that. And you'll know if this is the actual model because it won't have the adaptive skin menu or tab over here. So now this is the actual model. If we press A, we don't see the Z-spheres anymore. And now we can just start sculpting. Press X to start the symmetry, and we can just start bringing in the shoulders, his head, more down, bring stuff up. You guys get the picture here. So, and that's the basics of ZSpheres. And in the future, I will be making a full character series in ZBrush, starting from ZSpheres all the way up to the final mesh with clothing and everything, when we might even texture it. So that's it for this tutorial, and be sure to watch future tutorials as well. Alright guys, thanks.